Hello, I'm Lucy Adlington. A few years ago, I wrote a book called The Red Ribbon. And The Red Ribbon is set in a very dark time and dark place during World War II. And when I was done, I wanted to know what happens next. And I don't just mean in this book, I mean at the end of a war. How do you pick up the pieces when the war's over? If your whole life has been just blown apart by fighting and trauma, what do you do next? So I wrote Summerland. It says on the front, a tale of war and longing, but actually it's set just after the war in 1946, and it concerns a young refugee arriving in England from Germany, and they're looking for, well, what are they looking for? Are they looking for lost family? Looking for revenge? And I can't tell you too much about the book because it is full of twists. It is a mystery. And even I didn't see some of the things that happen in this book. I didn't guess they were going to happen. It sort of evolved as I wrote, and you would think a writer always knows what's going to happen, but characters take on lives and loves of their own. So Summerland is built around the idea that every chapter has a different 1940s recipe. And some of them are delicious and some of them are disgusting. We've got, for example, bacon butties, fish and chips, rice pudding, sweet cocoa, rabbit pie, and sloe gin. And I'm going to read to you from chapter 1, very short bit, and it's called Fish Paste Sandwiches, chapter 1. And it's as our refugee arrives at immigration, so customs basically, in Dover, in England. Very nervous. "Coming to England to work?" said the customs man. I nodded. "Anything to declare?" I handed over my brown cardboard suitcase given to me at the Red Cross Refugee Centre in Berlin. The customs man clicked the lid and opened it. It didn't take him long to search through all I owned in the world. One nightshirt, one spare set of underwear, one small book, tiny, tiny writing, and most precious of all, one grey glove. Just the one. "Anything else?" I shrank away. They wouldn't do a body search, would they? That would be disastrous. Then I remembered my uneaten sandwich. Wordlessly, I pulled it out of my pocket and handed it over. The customs man took one sniff at the fish paste and shoved the whole sandwich back at me. "Move along now, nothing to declare." I moved along, head down, eyes down. Eventually, I allowed myself a quiet smile. "Nothing to declare," the man had said. Well, we all have our secrets. No one needed to know about the knife in my sock. Happy reading!